This is Good Day Street Talk.
Welcome to Good Day Street Talk. I'm Lisa Murphy. Principal Bill Furden from Pearl River High School in New York made headlines recently when he made a bold move and moved both the junior and senior proms to weeknights in an attempt to curb all-night parties that can eventually lead to trouble. Well, Lisa Evers has more.
I think it's stupid that it's on a Wednesday because the people that are going to go out are still going to go out, and the people that weren't, aren't going to again. And the only difference is we have to go to school now tomorrow.
Pearl River High School junior Lisa O'Sullivan and her date Cameron Bruzy were dressed in their formal best as they walked into the prom. We got a sneak preview of what it looks like: a red carpet Hollywood event theme, complete with place settings and assigned seating. School principal Bill Furden says there's a good reason it's on a weeknight.
We were scared. We were terrified that something eventually was going to happen to one of our kids.
The principal says it was only a matter of time before there'd be a tragedy, given the heavy drinking at prom after parties in the city and at the Jersey Shore. But not everyone's convinced.
Stop them from drinking and stop the prom buses and everything, but everyone's just gonna do it anyway, just to spite that it's on a Wednesday.
I still think it's dumb, and still kids are gonna go out and drink, just not tonight.
Despite those feelings, the couple got their outfits and bought their $65 tickets to attend. Principal Furden says he knows he can't stop the off-campus party road trips. He just wants to make sure his students enjoy their prom without any bad experiences associated with it.
If a parent wants to send their kid down and they say, I'm going to send my kid anyways, that's your decision. That's your responsibility. That's your ability to be able to do that. And if you want to do that, that's fine. But don't piggyback it on the prom.
All right, and joining me now is Principal Bill Furden from Pearl River High School. Also with us is 19-year-old national radio personality and teen advocate Chelsea Cross, who hosts the weekly radio show Teen Talk Live. Thank you both for being here. We were talking about this, Principal, before we started the segment, that what are parents thinking letting their kids go down to the shore anyway? I mean, or spend the weekend by themselves, unchaperoned anyway, but apparently they still do it. You had this is the first year you had the prom on a weeknight. How did it go?
It went great. And the kids, the night of the prom itself, were there. They had a great time. We had 205 kids that were there at the prom. They all enjoyed themselves. You could see that we didn't have people running out the door at 10 o'clock or wanting to get out there to be able to go to their party buses or whatever they were headed to. And then all the kids were back the following morning at 7:35, had a breakfast, a hot breakfast sponsored by the PTA, and we had a field day afterwards. It was a great time. Everybody seemed to enjoy themselves, and it's just been a great success.
All right, so that was a junior prom. Senior prom is this Sunday night.
Yes.
Tell me this. You said that it changed the way that the prom felt for the juniors, but you still let them get out of school a little bit early so the girls could get ready. So there was still a little bit of that sort of celebrity glamour to the event. But what was different? We don't
want to take away the feeling of a prom. We want it to be the big thing for the kids, and so we want to do that. So they got out at 11:30, go get their hair done. They have all the different things that happen, and then they come to the prom that night. And then, what happened that night was they had parties at houses, but 40 or 50 kids were going to a house and doing a sleepover at a house. And the parents were calling me saying, we're doing a big chaperoning thing here at the house, just to let you know. And the bottom line was we weren't trying to take away the parenting issue of that. Just wanted to make sure that the kids were safe, and 205 kids the following morning we can say are all there. They're they remember what happened the night before, and they're all safe.
Right, you're able to say not on my watch.
Not on our watch.
Chelsea, you're 19, but you're clearly, wise beyond your years. What do you focus on with teens? I mean, it wasn't that long ago that you were at your prom.
No, it was only last year, and I wish that I had a principal as cool as you, because I feel that a lot of the principals really just focus on the safety, but you were focusing on the safety and the fun aspect, which I can only imagine your students really taking appreciation to. Okay. But Teen Talk Live really focuses on any and every teenage subject known out there.
Is it okay for the kids to drink a little? I mean, I don't think so, but I don't know what it feels like any longer to be 18.
I mean, it's difficult to say no drinking, because realistically that's not going to happen. Right. And kids will find a way to do it. They'll find a way to sneak it into the prom or before or after, but it's all in moderation. And that's what a lot of teenagers need to learn, what is the moderate amount of alcohol that's necessary.
It is, however, against the law. You are supposed to be 21, and my parents tried as hard as possible to enforce that particular law in our household, and they were actually quite successful. What do you tell parents? I mean, if you really believe that it's not realistic for them to have that expectation, what are they supposed to do? Have a prom party at their home and allow alcohol
Never.
to be had?
Never,
right?
Never.
I mean,
and I think that's your responsibility. It is against the law. It is not anything that, what you do is you put kids in situations that you talk about, the bullying and all that peer pressure. The kids that don't want to drink, that peer pressure is there so hard for those kids to go down to the city after the prom or go to the shore after the prom and spend days there where they would never, ever do that on their own. And it makes it really hard for those kids to enjoy themselves.
Did any of the parents call you a buzzkill? I mean, a joy kill?
Oh, absolutely. There's always like that small group of parents that are, you know, it's my right to parent, it's my right to be able to do that. And absolutely, we're not telling you not to parent your kid. Just don't do it on the prom, on the coattails of the prom, saying, well, you know, it's the rite of passage to be able to go down to the city, or it's my rite of passage to go to the shore for 3 days. And to tell you that it didn't happen, the following weekend there was a bus that went down to the city. We knew that, and we're not. That's not our job to go and take care of that aspect of it. You find out afterwards, but that's the parents that said, my kid can go. I expect my kid can go, and now it's your responsibility. It is against the law for the parents to be setting that up and to be having, and God forbid one of the kids gets hurt. All for naught. All the good things that you do are for naught.
Chelsea, what do you hear from kids? I mean, do they feel ostracized if they don't go to a party and have a drink? I mean, is there that much peer pressure?
I think that there is, and especially when you're 19 years old or 18 years old and going to the prom, it's a lot of, okay, I need to drink to have fun. And it's so unfortunate because prom is really a night to remember. And a lot of the kids don't even remember their prom because they're so intoxicated while at it or after it. But it's just something that we were talking about before, and it's like because of your idea of really having it on a school day or a Sunday, you focus more on the actual prom and not what goes on after so much, because you know you have to get to school the next day. I mean, I wish that kids went to my prom and really enjoyed every second of the prom instead of, okay, what's the agenda after? And I think it's a really great idea.
That was the big thing that night when we had to really shut down the DJ. The DJ's, it's over, guys. Go home.
Right.
We're
and
done.
I'll see you tomorrow
we'll
at
see you
school
tomorrow
on
at
time.
7:30. But it's not that way when you have a regular prom on a Friday night. Those kids are just so itching to get out the door.
To get out the door. All right. Well, Chelsea Cross, thank you very much. Principal Bill Furden, thank you so much. Good luck with this Sunday's prom. Should be fun. All right.